entitlement energy. Hell, everything is entitlement right now, especially these damn kids y'all raising. You know, I'm gonna probably listen to this later and say, you probably could have been a little nicer. I don't know.
You
Here
know
we
I
go.
like it when you do it.
I'm gonna have our co-host introduce herself and then we will get started.
Y'all, it's Dizzy Delicious. Y'all know what it is with two E's, babe. I'm hungry, so I'm eating. Happy Thursday. Happy pre-birthday, baby. Let's turn up for the birthday chick. Okay? I love y'all.
Thank you, thank you. So, in lieu of tonight, let me see. I really opened one of my journals. I'm not even playing. You notice they switch positions. So this one I super love. This is the last one that I wrote. Soft Life, Strong Crown, my favorite. No apologies. This one is a journal to your younger self. So all of the pictures are melanated women. Let's do a quick go through. Uh-huh.
We like that.
Uh-huh. That one is dedicated to my goddaughter and niece, and I think that you will love it. It absolutely helped me to not crash into anybody's house today.
That
Um,
is so beautiful.
it
I
did.
just know that the next coloring book is going to include me.
It's a reason why I haven't released it. It's sitting right there on the computer. The next three are loaded, but I know that when they load, there are going to be some people that are not going to talk to me because they are going to swear it has to do with them, even though it's my experience.
It ain't my fault you left me like that. Mm,
Mm,
mm.
but
That's all I'm
anyway,
going to say.
hmm anyway, let me put on my glasses, child, because let me read this disclaimer before we get started, because that's gonna protect me legally, and you can't beat me up. So here we go. And can't. Let's go. So, disclaimer for tonight. The stories presented in this episode are submitted anonymously and are shared for discussion, education, and commentary purposes only. Media Madam PI does not provide legal, medical, or psychological advice. Somebody got a psychological problem tonight? Okay. All opinions expressed are commentary, not judgments. Hmm. Viewer discretion is advised as topics may include emotional distress, relationship conflict, discrimination, and financial power dynamics. So let's jump right in. Story number one. Let me make sure I
Okay.
load it.
I'm ready.
Ready? I'm ready too.
I'm ready.
This one's gonna be funny. Oh no, this one's gonna be interesting, and I had to cut this sucker down because, baby, some of these people
Too much?
they got okay.
Too much.
Too much for me, but that may just be me. So let me do this because I have both.
Well, it's your show, so if it's too much for you, baby, it's just too much.
Because sometimes I just be like, I didn't need to know what color your panty thongs was. It's irrelevant to the
No,
story.
too much detail. Too much
Way too
detail.
much. You must really like those panties because why?
And
So
then it be the wrong detail. The wrong detail.
exactly because I wanted to know, did you punch somebody? That's what I want to know. So
Right.
here we go. Ready? Okay. This one is from Am I the Asshole? Mm-hmm.
I
Let
love that.
Am I the asshole for going to a one size fits all store against my fat friend's wishes? I, 28 female, have been best friends with Tammy, also 28 female, since high school. When we first met, we were both relatively average size, 5'3", 150 pounds, which is about a US size 16. Cliff note, that is not how much I weigh, and I'm a size 16, and that's not my height either. That's weird, huh? As time went on, I got into nutrition and fitness, allowing me to lose 50 pounds and go down to size 0 while I'm still maintaining a decent amount of curves. Tammy, on the other hand, went through some trauma and stress and turned to food to cope, increasing her weight by nearly 300 pounds as of today. We're both struggling to find clothes as it's difficult to find small enough things for me while Tammy can't find anything big enough for her. The other day, we were exploring a new shopping center that recently opened up. We came across a store known for its one size fits all motto. Tammy urged me not to go into the store because she wasn't going to find anything, and she was worried about racist employees. She's black and I'm white, if that makes a difference. I told her that. Jesus Christ. I desperately needed clothes, so I had to go in. I also pointed out that if it truly was a one size fit all, then she should be able to find something. Tammy looked as if she wanted to say something else, but I was already walking towards the store, so she had no choice but to follow me. Inside, I was immediately amazed. The clothes on the racks were so cute, and by eyeballing them, I knew that there were lots of things that would fit me. They weren't kidding when they said one size fit all. I went through different aisles, grabbing several different things, and knew I was going to adore. Meanwhile, Tammy was trailing behind me, her footsteps sounding heavy against the hard floor. She was breathing hard, so I turned to check that she wasn't having a panic attack. She's autistic. She seemed fine, just tired, so I shrugged and kept browsing. An employee came up to us and asked if we were finding everything okay. I said everything was excellent, and she beamed before seeing Tammy behind me. Hold on. Ma'am, do you need anything? I went on ahead so the employee could help focus on helping my friend. I found the dressing room and tried on everything I had grabbed, and to my delight, everything fit and looked great. I bought my new clothes at the cash register and then realized that Tammy had left the store and was sitting outside looking incredibly upset. Concerned, I approached her and asked if she was okay, and she started screaming at me. I told you it was just a bad idea to go in there. Confused, I held up my bags of clothes. But I was able to get stuff. You couldn't find anything? Of course, I didn't. She immediately started crying. I turned bright red as people started to stare. Everything in there was like an extra small. You know, it's impossible for me to fit into something that small, and that fucking employee was so rude to me. Really? She seemed so nice. Yeah, to you. Once you left me in her clutches, she acted like I was a criminal and a freak and basically pushed me out of the store. Mm, but you are not a criminal or a freak. I'm over 400 pounds. Of course I'm a freak. You just don't want to say it because you're fucking nice. Despite her chaotic demeanor, I managed to remain calm. Okay, okay, let me take you home so you can relax, okay? No, she screeched. I refuse to go with you anywhere anymore. Go back to your precious fat phobic racist store. Why don't you? Her anger must have given her a lot of adrenaline because hadn't seen her storm off that way in many years. When I got home, my phone was blowing up with the messages from all of our friends saying how horrible I was for taking her to that particular store. I just wanted to get clothes. Last. Clothes in my size, and honestly, I thought we would both have a great experience. Am I the asshole?
Yes, you're the asshole, baby.
Question: where do they live that they don't have different sizes? And yes, color makes a difference when that is true. Okay, so yes, you said yes, she's the asshole. Okay, why?
Yes. Because that girl told you that that store is not going to be a good experience for her, meaning she's already been there knowing that they don't carry nothing, even in one size fit all. Excuse me, there's still some limitations there. And due to me being a chubby girl, you know what I'm saying? I don't I really don't appreciate you taking me to the store that only benefited you if we were shopping together, and you know I got a problem, so bitch, you should be glad I didn't stomp your ass. Okay, that's all I got right now. Look, right now. But there are so many other things. Bitch, you is racist, and you over here trying to act like you my friend and you not. And you over here just trying to get some kudo points for fucking with me. And I don't like you, bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done.
Okay.
Hmm.
Here's why I think you're the asshole. Let me go through it so I can read it verbatim because you said it.
Right. Give her her words.
You said it. Here's why you're the asshole. Am I the asshole for going to a one size fits all store against my fat friend's wishes? Mic drop.
Oh,
You're
okay,
not only
asshole.
an asshole, you're a bitch. Not only do you think that you are better, but let me just tell you something, little blow away. A size zero is to
Ain't
me
cute.
no better
Ain't
than a
cute.
size whatever she wears as 400 pounds. You're both struggling. So you both should have been able to realize and be there for each other. Would I have gone to a store like that? Yes. But here's how I would have gone to the store. If you guys are shopping together, if she felt that passionate about something being wrong in that store and her maybe being treated different, number one, when somebody is autistic, as you have mentioned, their triggers are different and you're supposed to be way more sensitive to your friend. So the biggest problem isn't that she's fatter, the bigger problem is that she's autistic. And if she feels like somebody, hey, beautiful, if she feels like somebody is treating her bad or something, as a fucking friend, I wouldn't have walked in that store because you could go in that store at any time. It's not like you've been butt naked and don't have no damn clothes that you needed them so bad. And then you have the nerve to, I could imagine your bitch ass holding up the bag too, like, duh, I found something and I'd have clocked your ass too. Because listen, I'm not the one. I'm really not. Don't fucking play with me because I don't do people like that. I don't. I'm a particular thick woman. I don't find skinny women attractive. I think they're ugly shapes. I don't like them. But guess what? I don't screw women. So it's not that big of a deal to me. But what I
No,
will be
okay.
is sensitive to my friends. Like, that's not cool. A size zero, you think that shit is cool? You think that it's cool that you weigh 100 pounds?
Mm.
That's insane. That's not cool. But again, that's your business. The only way reason I'm commenting is because of your caption. You want to call her fat where you're bony as hell, but you wanted to
Mm.
point out you had your curves. You think you better than her right now, and you only hang out with her because she's 400 pounds, because she's autistic, and she makes you feel better about yourself. Come stand next to a boss.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway, let's see how you feel. That was really messed up. That's not a friend. If you going on a date like that, is every store going to be good for both of you guys? No, not with somebody that weighs 400 pounds. It's just not. And that needed to be a reality for her. However, it sounds like it was more that um, how she was going to be treated in there. And you knew why. That's why you calling out that you white and she black. Quit fucking playing with us. Quit playing with us, okay? Because that's what you're doing. And that's why everybody called and went off on your ass. Because they wouldn't have went off on you if you had good behavior and you didn't act like that. They know exactly what you were doing. Because in Ross, you could go to Ross and it's something for everybody. Go to those type of places when you're with your friend. Otherwise, say, okay, we're going to go in this store and then we're going to go in the next store for me. But never should it be somewhere where either one of you is going to be mistreated. That you you're okay with having your friend mistreated? You okay with getting her all riled up like that? You're a bad person. You're a bad person. But you made yourself look great. We're glad you lost weight until do you throw up or anything? You should eat because that's not healthy. But you think you look great, right? That's all that matters. I'm only saying that to be sarcastic because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. As long as you love you, that's all that matters. But those digs you took at her that you don't think we can read or something, you thought it was going to get lost in
Girl.
all your other bullshit.
Girl.
Mm-mm. If you knew your friend was having a time, how you didn't even see the lady damn near push her out the store and be mean to her? Because let me tell you something, I can hear from the front of the store something has happened. That's just me though. Everybody's not the same. I give a fuck about my people. You wrong as hell, and you know you
As
wrong.
fuck.
You didn't go check on her. You went and antagonized her by throwing your clothes in her face. You knew when you picked up those one size fits all, if it fit your size zero ass, it was not going to fit her.
I'm so weak.
You could have even said when you walked in, like, Dang, friend. Okay, stay with me. We're just gonna get a couple of things because I do notice there's some stuff in here. You know it's hard for me to find clothes, girl. So let me just find some stuff real quick. And you could have made that store about you. The experience could have been different, but you weren't there with her. You were there to throw it in her face, and that's not cool. We don't like you.
At all.
That's not nice. That's not nice. Okay, so oh wait, what was her actual question?
Did she have
How
one?
to answer? Yes, that was your question. The answer is yes. A
Yeah,
bigger
we answered your question immediately. Yes, you are the asshole.
a bigger one than you think. Okay, next story. Ready? Very short. I had to do up and down.
Okay.
Hold on, I need water. I need something to drink. I'm parched.
You're so parched. Just go ahead and clear your throat. Let me clear my throat. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I love Snapples.
Look, side note, I heard that Nashville got an In and Out now. And why do my fat ass need to drive to Nashville?
I heard there was one coming down there. They're gonna
Yeah, they got three now. I'm on my way to the Ville. Okay, that's all. Side note over.
why that person had drove a couple of hours. I just saw a TikTok of somebody saying, "Oh, In and Out is out here now," and they drove a couple of hours, and I was like, "For In and Out?" And then I didn't think about it. Duh, they
But
not.
yeah, for In and Out.
Yeah, they went.
Especially for the people who have visited California or Vegas and have tried it. That
Yeah,
little 3 hours is worth the ride to get some In and Out so that we can encourage you to get to where we are.
especially somebody with a big channel too, because that video will make you a lot of money,
Exactly, because I'm going to make that drive and I'm going to take a few people with me as well. You know how
as
we
you
do.
should, and then
You know how we do. You know how we do.
should vlog it and do the California experience brought to you, Foopy Heads.
Yes, because I'm excited. Because I miss In and Out, girl. I talk about that all the time. I hope they don't come and be trifling. They need to keep it just how
They
the
keep their
hell
authenticity. Now that they do.
that's
No,
required.
mm-hmm.
That is required. So, anywho, look, side note
Actually,
over. I had
there's
to throw
a
it out
In and Out University. You actually go to school for In and Out.
there. For real?
Uh-huh. It's right here in off
Oh,
the
that's so bougie.
off
That's
the
so.
freeway. That's why they pay so much more. Notice you don't really hear anybody going in and out of In and Out.
Oh, okay.
They
People
pretty
try
much
to
stay
keep their
there.
jobs.
Yes, they pay their people very well. All of the things, work around school, all of the things. That's a good company to. I have never applied there.
What happened?
I have never applied there.
Me
Let
neither,
me add
girl.
that to my list.
McDonald's was my only fast food job I had, and that was the only one and only, honey.
Since
Come
I
and
hit
let it go.
corporate, though, I haven't thought of any of those places as working there as in corporate. I've stuck to more of the call center stuff because that's more easy. I like being leadership over call center employees because I know them in and out. I could tell when they bluffing. I could call all their stuff because I started in that same seat no matter where you are. So it's helped
Right.
me to move up real quick because I'd be like, hey, you think this person is doing well. Look at that right there. Nobody noticed they went on 13 breaks today. They hit it. Okay, I did. Okay. My last job, I had people follow me to my car because they all
What?
wasn't the top employees no more because I uncovered the stats. And then I had a manager. I got a story time. I had a manager that everybody thought was from the cartel, so they was all scared of him, but I wasn't scared of him. And so I'm gonna tell y'all that story one day. Here we go. Good old California. So here we go. Next story. I, female 22, don't know if I'm asexual or just over him, male 22. For anybody that does not know what asexual is, asexual means what the hell did it tell me? No interest at all. Yes, no interest
Oh,
at all in sex. That one was asexual. Okay.
oh, okay. I
Now,
like to know these things. Thank you.
girl, because I was like, I can't go on with this one saying I don't know what the word means because I got to
I
know
promise
because
you that because I'm asking
that's
because
a
I
part of the
sure didn't
question.
know.
Right. It's too many words. Okay, so to clarify, my boyfriend 22 has not at all done anything wrong. I 22 have no reason to not want to be intimate with him. When he touches me, attempts physical intimacy, etc., I am so against it. I don't want it. I don't want to have sex. I don't want any intimacy. I don't know why. If I have other men flirt with me, I love it. It turns me on. I like entertaining it. Why don't I feel like that about my boyfriend? Am I asexual? My
Now you're too young for that in my mind.
First of all, let's not even go there, friend. Let's not
Okay.
even go there. You
Okay.
just said if other men touch you, I love it. It turns me on. I entertain it. So how could you possibly, you know, stop asking us stupid questions and you already know the answer. Okay, don't stop. Then I won't have no content.
I'm so weak. OMG.
Sorry, I
And
got
it,
beside
but you
myself.
know they be answering their questions when they write it all out anyway. I be
But how you
cracking up.
literally say that? How you end it with, why don't I feel like that about my boyfriend? Okay, so she's 22. So we could answer that question for her. So we already know, baby, you're not asexual, honey. Stop learning all these words. Um,
You
yeah, don't, it'll confuse you. You're 22. There's no need for none of that.
haven't
So,
had enough experience in life
so
to
as
feel this
adults
way.
who have had experience, let's answer the question for her. Why don't I feel like that about my boyfriend? That's gonna be
Because you don't like him no more. Simple. He did not have to do nothing wrong. You just don't see y'all growing in the same direction. And you just don't want to break his heart and break up with him because he ain't did nothing wrong. But girl, you gonna have to hurt his feelings because somebody gonna hurt yours eventually. Keep moving.
or you can not hurt his feelings and be honest. Here's the reason why I say it cannot hurt his feelings. I like for people to process their feelings accurately, especially these days when people don't have sense. No problem, I'll delete it. Especially when people don't have sense. Okay, you are not going to hurt his feelings. His feelings may be hurt with what you say. Two different.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because, right, you guys are 22. If you are being honest with him, what you're probably looking for is what you've seen in the movies. You want to have a leg pop kiss or something like that. And if you're inexperienced and he's inexperienced and you're shy and he's shy and you don't have any, like, you're not willing to watch something to learn and he's not with, you guys are very young. That's still young to be oohing and eyeing. For most people, that should be very young, not like my fast ass. Okay. So you probably want your back broke. You probably want to ooh la la over sex, like maybe your friends or what you see on the movies. And maybe when y'all do things, it just feels, eh. And so you're looking for something different. So here's what I would tell you though. Yes, tell me how you feel.
Okay.
Girl, I fumbled a good bag from wanting somebody that was more thug than book smart. If you, I fumbled a motherfucking bag. So listen, if you like everything else about this boy, and you could see a, oh, I think I want to be his wife one day, then I think you need to step up, suggest some things. If it's something that's in your head that you're interested in, be honest with your boyfriend and tell him, you want to try something or suggest something. You don't have to watch corn. You can also get a Kama Sutra book. So, Kama Sutra books show you different positions and things like that. If he's touching you and you don't like the way it feels, or you don't feel anything, then, in the movies where you hear the ladies say, right here, move there, left turn, you better become a conductor.
Mm.
Tell him, okay? Because nobody can know how to please you if you don't tell him. You guys are both young. He's not supposed to know everything. That might actually be really good. That means maybe he is not a slut bag flashing his shit all over town. So
Mm.
I think we need to know that. Is it because you're not getting your back broke? Because girl, you could break your own back too.
My lord.
I'm just saying, maybe that's it. Maybe you guys need to have conversations, spice it up, do different things. Here's the other thing, if I may. At 22, leave some things for when you get married.
Mm.
Don't want too much too soon. Leave things for somebody that you genuinely want to be with.
That was some good advice right there. Because
Thank
all I was
you.
gonna say is stop giving it up anyway.
They already doing it, honey. And
Mm.
we don't want her to become a hood rat because she out there going from this one to this one to this
Thank
one
you,
to this
Mama.
one, looking for something, right? So we don't want her to be looking for something. Um, so if we can help her with the first one, then that'll help her stay with the first one.
Girl, my advice is to go to the store, get you something to entertain yourself with, and leave the people alone because
I
you have.
don't think that's a good idea because I heard them things be making you not want the real thing no more because they be too amazing without talking back, crying, whiny ass men. Oh, sorry.
I'm so weak. Well, anywho, I don't think you should be sleeping with anyone.
But
I
she
think
is.
I think you should stop and
But
start
she,
getting to know yourself a little bit more so that you can have a better picking for yourself rather than just
but maybe the pick is good. She didn't say that part. She said she liked them. She don't have no reason.
well,
Just be nice.
why would I do that? The nice thing is to tell her the truth, and the truth is
I
to
did tell her the truth.
stop fucking. Little horn dog, calm down. That's what I'm telling you. You need to calm that hot twat down because you don't even know if you got a good man yet. While you over here trying to ruin something over a moment. Calm
What was
down.
I doing at 22? I actually wasn't having sex.
Well, I wasn't getting no committed relationships.
No, I wasn't
I,
having sex at 22. That's funny. At 22, I wasn't having sex at 23. Yep, I wasn't.
I was busting walls down. And with that being said, I can tell you, you can stop.
But she
Stop.
don't want to. That's not what she asked us.
Mm-hmm. What she asked
That's
us?
the problem with these young people. Y'all got to stop talking to them like that. You got to talk to them so you can meet them where
Slow.
they are.
Okay. Sweetheart, if you keep continuing your path,
Mhm.
you're going to not only hurt him, you're going to hurt yourself.
Correct. That's true.
And then you're going to find yourself doing things like cheating, bringing home STDs,
True.
UTIs, and whatever else they got. Okay. And that will maybe help you change your mind and stop fucking. Okay? Okay.
Yep, that's what I said. Direct them because you're young and you're learning what you're looking for too. I really genuinely hope that this is really going based off of how your body feels when you're with him versus what you're hearing other people say. Because some people, everybody's body is different. Everybody's body is very different, and your experience is going to be very different. There are women that have never had an orgasm, and they've done all of these things. It's somebody in particular around me that never have, and I could not believe it when the person told me. I was like, all the stuff you do, they just never did. So I don't know, like if that's something that's not in the cards for them or whatever, but they very much so enjoy sex. Make sure check your expectations, communicate what you want, be willing to try different things, leave some things off the table because you need to save them for your husband. Slow down, little moccasin. Slow down, okay? Because you like it when other men do it, but you don't like it when your boyfriend do it. He might not like you. Is he a quickie? Is he a 1 minute man? Do he got a micro penis? If it's none of those things and it's something you could work with,
Mm-mm.
then I think you should learn together. I think you guys should learn your bodies together. If you've already given your body to him and he's already given his body to you, stay there and finish the course. You don't just take one class and drop it. Finish the course. Do what you're supposed to. This is where you're going to learn your communication like a real adult. If you cannot sit there and have a conversation about your body and the things that you want, that lets you know you're not mature enough to be fucking. because you
Oh,
should be
okay.
able to talk about your body. And I believe that's where Des was going now that I just said it.
I love how you put it into the words that you can understand. Because that's all I said. Thank you.
I think y'all like to give me high BP. Y'all are the weapon formed against me. And a lot of the times you prosper. Do y'all want so
We are not formed against you, girl. It is team all the way, madam. Come on, PI. Do your thing. Give the people
let me
what
tell
they.
y'all when my nose start turning red, notice I ain't actually touched it. That allergy pill worked. Now I'm gonna start scratching all up in
Oh,
here.
Lord.
Okay, so that's our final advice for her. And I want to say kudos to my mother for being able to give good advice. She has two grown daughters, both of which are married. I'm still a virgin. My sister had kids. I'm still a virgin. So I understand it's really hard for her to talk like this with me. I know. So mom said, I feel like Des, if she's unsure, it's taking up too much space in your life. Work on yourself and complete your life goals. I do think that that's an amazing answer, but it's not her answer. That's not what she asked. So how do you do that and do the others? Because I met all my goals just fine, and I was dating. I just wasn't having sex because I didn't want to, and I don't have to. My body, my choice. Here we go. Let's see. Next story. Okay, that was Senorita Rose. She got a rose. Okay, next one. This one is for Valentine's Day. Um, this one is just needing advice. Wondering what to do with Valentine's weekend plans after getting dumped. I had a short trip planned. We were going to two concerts, and I had a nice romantic Valentine's Day lunch booked. Dinner would have meant possibly missing the show that evening. Canceling lunch was no issue, and I could probably sell the concert tickets, but I can't get a refund for the flights or the hotel, so I'm thinking of going down anyway. Skipping it would mean I could lick my wounds with my single friends, but I'd miss Ed Sheeran and give up good seats to an opera, although I'd be on my own, which would be kind of depressing. For context, for context, for context, my ex and I have been dating for 4.5 months, and things weren't super serious. I'm sad, but I've certainly had worse breakups. I'm going to drop it from here. Mic drop.
Okay. Listen, girl,
Four and
bye.
a half months wasn't even serious. You booked flights.
You're
You
an
got
idiot.
dumped. Y'all was already dating exclusively.
You're an
Woo,
idiot. And because
baby.
of that behavior is why you got dumped. You
Mm,
probably was doing too much assuming and doing too much with that man. And that man said, let me run because this bitch is crazy.
no, I
Hmm.
didn't. Um, I was too busy happy at home with my styler. Okay. That was my free time. Says 4.5 months, and you already talking about you got dumped. How do you date somebody exclusively in 4.5 months to the point where you booked a short trip, you flying in, you're gonna go to a romantic dinner, then you're gonna go to two shows, then you're gonna come back. First of all, you got 80. Sir, do you sniff stuff up your nose? Was you planning on sleeping? That's too much. That's too much. You done book flights, and that's why I say I don't agree with doing things for women at a certain level. That was way too early to be spending that type of money. To me,
Period.
you should have did that at locally. You should have did that
So that
locally.
was a man?
Uh huh.
Because I thought
Yeah.
that was a woman. I'm so glad to know that men are still stupid like this. Baby, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, men drop money. They drop a bag. They lure you in with their money and then say things like, all you want me for is for my money. All you showed up with is love bombing me with your money. Clearly, that should have been your love language. That's what you showed me. So if you show
Period.
up like this on dates within 4.5 months, then why should I expect any different when it comes to my birthday and I say I want to go to Aruba? I could take myself to Aruba. So why can't you take me to Aruba? You did it. I
And
thought I
what happens when you can't do it? Why you over here doing all this extra stuff to
right. Did
get
you pay
to get
attention?
what you want?
Right. Did you pay
And I
attention
think
to the person?
and I think you might be lying. So anyway, I mean, you might have not done all of that. I'm sorry. Like, boy, bye. You gotta gloss this story up just a tad because
What is this?
you
Pretty
got
woman?
dumped in 4 months.
These people kill me. They're in love, buying houses on the first date. Baby, I got one for buying a house. Mm, I'll do it next since you mentioned it. Hmm.
TC clock it. Cause I'm upset. Listen, what I say, I'm upset at the stupidity of you taking out the time to write this shit down. When you wrote it down, you should have made that make sense to you.
So to me, friend, it sounds like either way, you're not gonna be cool. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, and hear me when I say this.
She took them glasses off. Okay, okay. Come with
As,
it, sis.
as a part of the True Friend Committee, here's what I would like to say. You don't have the right to lick your wounds around your single friends because you got dumped and ruined their Valentine's Day. Who in the hell do you think you are? You're intrusive and you get on people's nerves. That's probably why she's not going. Because you said if you stay, you could lick your friend wounds and go out with your single friends. They don't want to hear that bullshit. They going out to have fun and live their single life and love. You're single, sir. What do you mean you're single friends? You are single. If you're not married, you're single. So you're single too. Then if you go, it's going to be depressing. I vote that you go and leave everybody else the fuck alone, and so they don't have to deal with you.
And
So
maybe you'll meet you somebody over there and have you a good time and everything. I would do everything that I could not return. Everything I couldn't return, I would be doing it. And you should do it alone. Start to like yourself and stop forcing yourself on people. Let people actually like you for you and not what you can give them.
because how you know at the last minute what your single friends is doing, you could join.
Hmm. Cause
You
just
sound
cause I'm
like
single don't mean I'm gonna be alone, baby.
yeah, sorry person. It sounds like you're a little too much in there. Like you need to take a step back a little bit because it's Valentine's Day. You could also just go to work and come home like you normally would. Like you sound like you're too much outward facing. Like you need to do it because everybody else is going to be doing something, or you want to be flashy. Like you seem to be one of those kind of people. But what I can absolutely guarantee you is that whatever you did to this girl is giving me vibes of you were overbearing, like the one we had that she was trying to work and he kept like doing too much and it drove her crazy because if you book concert tickets and a trip to go somewhere else, what did you do that was that bad that she want to break up before this close to Valentine's Day? Because he just wrote this close to Valentine's Day and being able to go to the opera.
Like you're a gaslighter and she saw through it very well. I'm proud of her, sir. I don't know what to tell you. hmm But I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her for running from that red flag.
Yeah, you need to simmer down, sir. You need to go to therapy and find out why you need uh, overbearing. Yes, you need to figure out what's wrong, sir, because maybe your mom didn't give you enough hugs or your dad.
Uh-uh. How we get here? Not your mama didn't give you enough
Because it's the
hugs.
reason why he's overly trying to impress people.
True.
Why you trying to buy people? I'm not being funny with that
I know you not, but it was funny as hell.
one.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
not with that one. So stalker.
Oh, okay. Me too.
What you can do is not end up on first 48 outside that girl's window like a
Or
piece
a
of poop
lifetime movie.
or a Lifetime movie. Leave her alone. She don't want it. Probably if you would have just chilled out. It's only been 4.5 months. What did y'all do for Christmas? Go to Saskatchewan? What did you do for New Year's? Go drop the ball in New York yourself? Maybe she just
Ooh.
want to relax. Maybe she tired. Maybe you have exhausted the shit out of
Mm.
her. I think you should go. I think you should go so you don't lose your money. I think you should go so you can still experience that guy that you say you want to see that's going to be at the opera. And I think that you should take this as an opportunity to reflect on some things you could have done differently. Because please don't bother your friends because they don't want to hear about your breakup while they trying to play naked twister.
Mm-mm. 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 Not the naked twister.
Yeah, they're gonna play naked twister. They don't want you there. Okay, you go somewhere. Okay, next thoughty. My time. Okay, let's see. Okay. Mhm.
Mm-mm. Come on, Magnum. Come on. Come on.
Guys, ready?
Ready.
So, am I the a hole that I don't feel like it's fair to have my girlfriend on the deed of my house without her being on the loan? She says I'm being unreasonable because I don't want her on the deed without being held responsible for the loan. She is helping with the down payment though, but I feel like a few $1,000s isn't the same as owning a few hundred of thousands of dollars to the bank. And I'm thinking you mean owing, not owning. Am I the
I
asshole?
was.
Mic drop.
Oh, that was it?
Yep. Want me to read it again?
Yeah, please. That was so short. I was waiting on the punchline. Like, what?
That's it, right? Okay. So, am I the a hole that I don't feel like it's fair to have my girlfriend on the deed of my house without her being on the loan? She says I'm being unreasonable because I don't want her on the deed without being held responsible for the loan. She is helping with the down payment though, but I feel like a few $1,000s isn't the same as owing a few hundred of thousands of dollars to the bank. Am I the asshole?
No. No. You're yes and no, but no, you're not an asshole because that's not your wife, that's your girlfriend. And as your wife, then yeah, I would think you was wrong. But as your girlfriend, hell no. Because when you dump her ass or when she dumps you, she can leave and you gonna stay and you still gotta pay and that's gonna be your house. So yeah, no, you're not wrong. I'm sorry. And if she living there, what's wrong with her paying a little something? I'm just saying. Not a lot, but a little something. Contributing to her well being.
Okay. Uh, I would say no, you are not the asshole. You are very smart in what you have done. Number two, actually, second, first of all, let's move it up a bit. Second, first of all, you should have never allowed her to help you with the down payment. Mm-mm. Take
Mm.
it as a loan. Now she can pay towards you can charge her rent and give her a rental agreement. Sounds like you have no problem having smart um, business type conversations within your relationship. That's good. So talk about what it looks like for her to stay there. You should not allow her to make any contributions. That's like her putting in new cabinets or something like that. No, because then she has a vested interest. And you may want to check the laws in your state to see what happens if she has proof that she put down a down payment, if she may have a vested interest in the value of the home based
Mm.
on what she pays while she's there, if you don't have renter tenant type of thing. So you may want to be careful with that and look into what the laws are because why are you taking her money for down payment?
Big facts.
Because even an apartment, rental, anything like that, when the person moves out, they get the money back. That means you will be taking a loan.
Not to mention, bruh, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. And so should
Right.
you be
Sounds like
doing
he's
it?
halfway in and halfway out. Like I could just hear the conversation being like, "Oh, we found this house. We like this house. Oh, honey, I'll help you with the down payment, blah, blah. Oh, thank you, babe. Oh, thank you. So my name is
Mm-hmm.
going on a deed? Absolutely not. You're doing both. It needs to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
You're using mortgage and together forever words. Sorry, down payment and together forever words, but not with the other part. And if it's her choice not to go on the mortgage and that's why she's not going on there, then put that in writing that it was her choice. Because whatever she pays, you want to make it clear you're paying rent and you have an at will lease or whatever that's called. And you guys need to sit down and map out what that will look like because you're not married.
Facts. I
Yeah.
could second that emotion.
Mhm, mhm. And change that word down payment. She loaned you the money. Now she's helping with the down payment. Y'all men love to say that kind of shit. Oh, they help me out a little bit. They help me out with a little bit. How about you just don't need none of the help? How about you be
That
okay
leave
with
her with
loan
her money, and so she can go get her own place.
that whole part? If she used the word loan and told you, yes, I'll loan you the money, I'm pretty sure you'd have got a little attitude like, how do you loan your man money?
Mm.
Easy. It's for an asset. Dumb dumb. When we break up and it's time for me to buy something, are you gonna do that for me?
No.
Absolutely fucking not. Okay. So our final answer for you is no, you're not the asshole. You're being very business smart and you are making sure that you covered yourself, but you're also making sure that you leave her open and you're not considering her. So you're being inconsiderate, but not an asshole.
Mm.
Very sneaky. Very sneaky. Hmm. Exactly. Buy your own house. Why would you even want a woman to put any money? Or I would just want anybody to put any money in if it's not like a parent. I wouldn't even want a sibling to give me the money because a
That part.
sibling don't have sense. And it could get muddy where if something happened to you and y'all both got kids and they kids come over here and talk about my daddy gave your mama this kind of money. Listen, and yes, those things do come into play when it's legal and when somebody passes or something like that. Things get caught up in court for those very reasons, things not being clear and in writing. What's a couple more pieces of paper? You already signed 500 to get the house, and I'm sure she was with you through every step of the way because you wanted her to feel involved because she was given the money and you wanted her to give it of her own free will. You're not slick, okay? You're not. Mhm. Probably got a closet and everything. Okay, last story. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Am I the jerk for telling my brother he can't propose to his girlfriend at my wedding? I need some honest judgment because my family is making me feel like I'm the most selfish person alive right now. I am getting married in 3 weeks. The planning has been intense, but I've been so excited. My older brother is in the wedding party. Last night he came over with what he called a great idea. He asked if during the reception he could have a quick moment to propose to his girlfriend. He explained his plan. In the middle of the slow dance, he would get the DJ to give him the microphone, play a few sentimental words about love and family, and then propose right there on the dance floor. I was completely shocked. I told him no, absolutely not. I said my wedding day is for me and my fiance, not for his proposal. He argued that it would only take 2 minutes and that everyone we love is already together, and that it would make the day even more memorable. I stood my ground. I told him it was inappropriate and that he should plan his own special moment for Anna. He got really angry. He called me a bridezilla, said I've always been selfish, and that this is why we aren't closer. Then he left. Now my parents are involved. They called and are pressuring me to let him do it. They say it would be beautiful, a beautiful surprise, and that I should want to share the joy. My mom asked why can't I be generous, and said it would give everyone another happy memory from that day. My fiance is fully on my side and thinks the request is incredibly out of line. But with the entire family making me out to be The villain, I'm starting to doubt myself. Maybe I am being too possessive of a single day. So am I being a jerk for refusing to let my brother propose at my wedding? Mic drop.
Nope. I don't think you're the asshole for that, personally. And yes, you are selfish, and it is your right to be. It's your wedding day. And if you don't want to share that with nobody, that's your right. And I don't really appreciate you bastards trying to fucking have a cheap way of celebrating y'all getting married or whatever. No, I don't think you're the asshole. I'm sorry.
If y'all could feel my heart palpitating right now, I am a true Aquarius at heart. I am all about treating people right, no matter who's watching, and how you react to people and how you hurt people. This girl is 3 weeks out from her wedding, and her brother just called her a bridezilla, said she's always been selfish, and that's why they are not closer and then left. You just heard her wedding day already. You
Mm.
just heard her experience already. So for you, and here's the other part of me being an Aquarius, I am stubborn. Once something happens and I put my feet down, it's very, 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 very unlikely that I will change my mind. Because he did that, you punk bitch, even if I thought I wanted to, I don't want you at my wedding no more. I don't want to talk to you. And it's no way I would change my mind because you just ruined my wedding and how I feel as a bride for what you said to me because you did not get your way. When you ask somebody a motherfucking question, they have the right to say yes or no, whatever the reason. That is her day that she fucking planned for. And you didn't ask if you can do it when it's all at the end or something like that. No, you wanted to do it while everybody was focused on us dancing in the formal dance, and you want to stop in the fucking middle of my formal dance to say something about love and then propose. We haven't even got through the logistics, the beauty, the rituals of the wedding. Baby, listen, let me tell you something. This is why leave and cleave is important. Your new family is your husband. Your husband got your back. That's all that matters. Period. And you could tell them, don't ask you anymore and leave you alone because they are ruining your experience as a soon to be bride. You are now at the part where you're supposed to be coasting along and doing little fun things with people. I wouldn't even want to talk to my mom. That would hurt my feelings. I would be so hurt. I would be so hurt. It would make it even more special. I don't need anything to make the day even more special. My wedding is special enough.
Right. Right.
That's so mean. The words that they use are mean. Now
Is
up into
it
her wedding, she's feeling like gonna be feeling like shit. You ruined that for her.
awful? Low budget ass humans.
Here's the other thing. So at a wedding, you guys, for certain weddings, you either have and sometimes you have both, a wedding party dinner the night before to thank everybody, give them gifts. The bride and groom give a dinner, and that's where everybody meets. And then some people also do something the next day. If you was planning better, you broke busted bitch, you could have given your sister that. You could have said, hey, the next day, I want to give you and your husband a party because I think while our family is all here, if we can couple the two together and I can use that as an opportunity to propose, I think it'll be great. It'll be our days can be close together. You can have this day as your anniversary, and then the next day will be the day that I propose with all of the family there. It's a little more laxed. Um, it's all about family on that day. Really, the people that really matter show up on that day. You could have done that. You could have proposed at my rehearsal for all I care. But what you can't do is have my wedding day. Could have proposed at the rehearsal. Why don't people ever do that? Why don't they propose at the rehearsal? We've been through this before. If you're not close, why would you ask? Exactly. Exactly. If we're not so close, shit for brains. Why did you even ask me? Why would you want something close to my day if you don't like me? And I'm always so selfish, since I'm always so selfish. And that's another thing I don't like as an Aquarius. If you already know me and know how I am in real life, not the made up version in your head, so you could get me to do stuff that I don't want to do, then you know if I tell you something, I meant what I said. So if I say this is a hard stop, I don't like this, I never want to do it, and you ask me anyway, I'm going to feel very disrespected. I might cry. It might hurt my feelings because I want to understand why you don't care about me. Because if you cared about me, you wouldn't ask me. So if you really believe she was selfish, you wouldn't have even asked. So she's selfish, but you not? Mm, whatever. Another memory. The only memory should be hers and her husband. Propose when everybody leaving. Propose the last dance. Ask me if you could throw a last dance in there. That I might do. But during the most important part, he put it dead smack in the middle, y'all. But she's selfish. All eyes on you, huh? Mm. Tell mom, dad, sister, brother they can have their own day, and their own event because they're not invited. That would hurt my feelings. That would hurt my
Mm-hmm.
feelings so bad. I don't like pressure like that, y'all. I could stand my ground, but you don't understand. As a matter of fact, let me tell you something. I don't like pressure so much, and my anxiety can get so bad I will lose my hair. Yesterday, I had to cut my hair. My hair was still my bra strap. I had to cut it because when I get stressed out, my hair right here falls out. And for whatever reason, right here it falls out. My bangs on this side is right here. My bangs on the other side is down here. So I cut it. I cut it so I could start over. Not a big deal. Hair grows back. The point is that kind of pressure, that's a lot of pressure. No, I wouldn't feel like nothing. No, Leos don't. But uh what I feel in love and happy, yes, it would hurt. That would hurt. And this is a real story from right now. This is a current story. It was posted today. It was actually posted while I was looking. I'm so sorry that happened to you. You're gonna have to just move forward and surround yourself with your friends. Like you're gonna need to change your mindset because no way should your day be ruined. I know what that's like. No way should your day be ruined. You got a little bit of time. Take a woosah, maybe have a conversation with your mom and let her know you don't want to talk about it anymore and reverse it because it's true. My feelings are actually hurt at the way you responded to the question that I said no, I wasn't comfortable with. I don't want that on my wedding day. And that should have been respected. Your love for me should have superseded you trying to show out. Because if that's what you truly wanted to do, you could have planned it. Why do people wait until your stuff to want to do something? Like, that's not cool. I don't like that. That's not cool. So, have a talk with your mom, have a talk with your bridesmaids, make sure that they know what's going on and that it hurts you. Go ahead and get your cry out and then move forward. And let your mom know you don't want to talk about it anymore. Because as a bride, you have the right to enjoy all the rest of these days up until your wedding. And it's already going to be little things coming at you because this didn't happen. You know, you got to fix some things. You're still probably working. Um, he was very stupid to go off on her like that and then storm out of the house. And he needs to give her an apology because if you don't apologize to me, you cannot be in my wedding. Because I don't trust you. What if you do something to sabotage my wedding? You show up with an attitude, and for damn sure you can't give no toast. And I'm gonna let the DJ know, hey homegirl, let the DJ know, do not take any requests from anybody but you or your husband. Let him know because this brother seems like he's the type that'll go over there and say something to the DJ, and then it will happen anyway. And what can you do? Stop it when it's you need to talk to your DJ and let him know. Don't change anything without you asking. Do not hand that microphone to anybody and let your MC know that too, not to hand the mic to him. And I would not allow my brother to speak because I wouldn't feel like I could trust him. Would you feel like you could trust him to come and still be a part of your wedding? Yes. Uh-oh. We can't hear you. Oh. Oh, let's see. They aren't close because he has always wanted to piggyback off her, and she wanted to have a thought of his own. Yeah, that's not cool. And if he ran it past the mom first, the mom should have told him that that's not okay. I don't think so. Well, that is it for tonight. Happy birthday, Eve, to me. And my cousin has a new book. Her first book was really good. I forgot the name of it. But this one, boom, Cases of Karma. It is available on Amazon. I had the pleasure and the luxury of reading it before it came out and giving my feedback, and I absolutely love the book. So I bought it to support my cousin, but I already read it, and it is so good. And here's the thing, y'all, I read it from my phone in 2 days. It took 2 days because I had to read it in between stuff, but it was literally one of those you don't want to put down, and you'll probably be a character or one of them. The Cases of Karma, right side. Boom. Cases of Karma is a really good book, and I think that you should buy it. It is available on Amazon, and you can get it through Prime within a couple of days. I am super proud of my cousin. We are both published authors. So I love her. Shout out to you, Brandy. That is it for tonight. Thank you, sis. I hope you have an amazing evening. I may come on and do a couple of stories tomorrow around lunchtime before my day um, get started, or record them tonight and drop them tomorrow. I don't know. If not, I will for sure see you on Monday at 7 o'clock. Make sure that you follow Delicious Designs on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and then make sure you subscribe here and like the video. It is really important that you like the video, and if you watch it in replay, please leave a comment. I was just at a funeral and everybody wanted to tell me why I don't say nothing to them because I can't see you. All I see is a number. I can't see you. So you have to say something. Just drop a heart and I'll respond and I will know. So that is it for tonight. Have an amazing night and have a great weekend. Thank you. See you on Monday. Good night.